Hey everyone, welcome to part 11 of BioShock. So, right off the bat, I'm going to start with this is a recording, or pre-recorded audio. Not pre-recorded, the whole thing's pre-recorded. But the audio is being recorded separately than the video because, just like in part 9, the my microphone fucked up, but in this part, it happened about 5 minutes into the recording, but then I died, so I wanted to, I died, so I edited out the part that I died, because it was like 15 minutes, like it happened 5 minutes, my mic fucked up 5 minutes into the recording, and then I died about 10 minutes later, so I just decided to cut all that out, and then I'm doing a voiceover here, and I'll try to commentate what is going on in this video. So, in the last part, you saw that I bought a bunch of armor-piercing pistol rounds. I bought like, I think 18 of them, and there's 16 in this safe. And what I did the first time, I didn't really notice it, but you can only carry 24, so I picked them all up, and I wasted, about 12 of them, or some amount like that. Maybe just 10 of them. So I just wasted 10 bullets. So, since I died before, now I have the luxury of trying again, and so, you'll see me using the armor-piercing rounds right now, just so I can use them, and then I'll just pick up more. So yeah, now I'm walking toward the objective, and it's gonna cut around a little bit in a minute because I'm sort of just fucking around, not really doing too much, but like, this is my second time already doing this room. I died in this room up here the first time, so once I get past the room, it'll be the first time I've done it, but for right now, this is the second time. So, in this upgrade menu, I think I ended up buying a physical tonic slot, which you'll see me do in a second, and then I bought the vending expert, which is a little bit lower. You should be able to see upgrades on all the things that I buy here. So I buy extra nutrition. I didn't actually want to buy this, but I accidentally did. So I just equipped it anyway. And then I think the next one that I buy is that health kits give me more health from them. So yeah, this is the one that I buy. And I got rid of the scavenger thing, or the scrounger, I think it was called, that lets you like re-roll loot that you find on bodies, because I just didn't really like it. I thought it was bad, honestly. Usually you would hit R to re-roll, and like you would either just lose items, or like if there was $50 in there, there would be like 30 sometimes. Sometimes it went up and you would gain items, but not usually. So I decided to get rid of it. Yeah, so that was the upgrades. Walking into this next room. This is the room where I died. So you hit the smoker. There's a bunch of bees in the next room, and you hit the smoker, and then the bees go away. And you have to come in here and search all these crates for the enzyme samples. And I'm doing it quickly because I already fucked around the whole time, and I wasn't, like, the first time I did it, I wasn't really sure what to do. So now I'm just going through and like speeding through it. And the thing is, every time you hit the smoke, the reason I died before is because every time you hit the smoke, it spawns, 3 or 4 enemies, and I hit the smoke probably like 10 times. So I was running out of bullets and running out of health packs. But, you'll see here that I already picked up 6 enzyme samples. So I think probably on this next time going in there, I will be done with this room. So, in the last time when you're not going to see it, but in the last time, I spent 10-15 minutes in this room, and then I ended up dying and had to do it all over. The next time I come into the room, it takes 2 or 3 minutes. So. But, you didn't really miss anything anyway. But you can see, you know, I hit the smoke and a bunch more guys spawned. I'm taking damage using bullets. I'm using my armor-piercing rounds now because I'm about to pick more up. I shouldn't have used all of them. I should have saved, I think I should have saved around 8, maybe? Maybe it was. But I ended up using all of them. But it's not that big of a deal. I'm just going to get more when I go back to the safe. So there we go. I got all the enzyme. And now going on to the next thing. I think I saved it there. I cut that out, but I saved it. Getting some loot. Yeah, it kind of sucks that this microphone keeps messing up. I think this is one of the last videos where it does it, because I also think that I solved the problem. But now it's always on my mind, and I'm hoping that during no part of this video the microphone decides to fuck up, because that would be pretty upsetting. Alright, there we go. Picked up those armor-piercing rounds. Oh, and you see the vending expert here gives me way better prices on everything. The first aid kits used to cost 15. The armor-piercing rounds used to cost 45. Those are the only prices I remember off the top of my head, but you know, that was some pretty hefty prices. You know, $7 off of the armor-piercing rounds and $3 off the first aid kits is pretty good. I think it's what, 20% off of everything. That's pretty nice. I'm not sure if it's 20% off of 45, but it's 20% off of the 15. So that's pretty good. All right, so now we're in this room. Looks like a bar, I guess, and I'm sort of just trying to avoid this turret and this camera. Shoot the camera down. Its turrets are so annoying because they lose sight of you, but then they like react to you like turning a corner before you turn the corner. So, you know, if you get a turret locked onto you, it's not like it's gonna shoot you. Like you see, I stepped out and it's immediately putting bullets into me. Like you don't have any room to move. They don't give you any room to breathe, these turrets. They don't do too much damage though, but it's still pretty annoying. Right there, I just jumped on a electric tripwire. I just didn't even see that. I don't know, what do I even talk about? Nobody's gonna watch this anyway. I can talk about whatever. Talk about my dick if I want. I don't even know. What do I even say about my dick? Hang left. Pretty severely left. It's kind of crazy, you know? Like, I don't know, it's like you know, it starts out going straight and then at the end it's just like pointed off, you know, 45 degrees. It's kind of crazy. Like I don't know. I feel like it's probably on the extreme sides of curves, you know. Got some pretty good girth though. Probably like, you know, 2-3 inches around. That's just an estimate though. I have no way of actually measuring that. But if I had to guess, I'd say about 2-3 inches around. That might also be entirely wrong. But I don't know. How do you guess girth? It's about an inch wide, half an inch thick, I think. Maybe thicker than that, I don't know. I'm circumcised. I'm sure nobody's surprised by that. Most people are circumcised. Okay, well I guess I'll stop talking about my dick now. I don't even know. I'm sure everybody enjoyed that. All those who will see this video. Maybe, you know, 2-3 people in the future. Okay, so yeah, here, I was following the arrow, and then it was wrong. So I was, like, fucking around up on that upper floor with that turret again. But, there's nothing actually there. I don't know why the arrow's kind of fucked up in this section. So, I came back down the stairs, found an upgrade thing. Increased the machine gun damage, I'm pretty sure. It's pretty nice. I keep hypnotizing this Big Daddy too, but it's not really, doesn't really pay off here, I don't think. I don't know if he even kills anything in this upcoming section. Got the last distilled water. That's nice. There's a room over here with some loot and shit. I think it sets off an alarm. I'm not really sure what happens here, but I think like some alarm goes off and then a bunch of dudes show up. But it's a weird alarm. It's not even that loud. So I think it was like some sort of ambush or something. I don't know. So, you know, I don't know what's going on, but I pick up this tonic, reading what it does. I don't know what it does. Replace the wrench lurker with it because I don't use the wrench. There's the alarm. Some dude electrocuted himself. I wonder if I could have just deactivated that somehow. Okay, so the Big Daddy got that kill. I don't know if he did more than that. Fuck around here for a second trying to shoot this other, I don't even know what these are called. These trip mines? Trip wires, maybe? They're not mines. Electric trip wires, I'll just call them that. I probably could have cut all this part out. I probably could just cut most of this video out. But, you know, there's some stuff. If anybody ever watches this and kind of wants to, you know, see all this shit. Because I know personally, you know, if I came and found, if I started watching a series of, you know, some guy playing through a game that I've never played, you know, I wouldn't really want them to, like, cut around and, like, skip all the shit, because, like, you know, that's kind of the point, right? You're trying to get the experience through somebody else. And, you know, this game is, I don't know, 10 years old. So most people have probably already played it. So most people probably don't even care, you know, about my experience. So, you know, I don't know. Maybe you just want to see the interesting parts. But you're also not even allowed to do that by 2K standards. In their rules, you have to... Well, at least in their rules, you can't just, like, edit it so that it's only cutscenes and story. You know, so, like, I don't want to cut it down too much and then get in trouble with 2K. But, you know, they'll probably never even find this video anyway. So it doesn't even matter. Alright, so I finally crafted the Lazarus Vector. The reason I was collecting all those enzymes and shit like that. So, that's good. It's good, checkpoint, I guess. And the rest of this video, I don't really think much happens. I just walk, it's fucking Houdini. I just walk, you know, to the end. Walk to the next area, but, you know, like I said, I don't want to cut it out because, you know, I don't want to cut ahead to somewhere and then somebody's like, oh, where the hell is he? You know? These anti-personnel rounds are pretty sweet. They're really nice. They're like one-shot everything. It's really, really good. I should probably not be using them all, but I like using them on Houdinis because Houdinis are annoying. Yeah, so anyway, I think I'm just walking to the end here. Start doing the outro, I guess. Yeah, so thanks for watching, if anybody is watching. Hopefully you were able to sit through that. If not, then, you know, hopefully you just skipped ahead and decided to watch the next video. I think there's like 1 or 2 more videos where I have mic problems, but in one of them, I'm pretty sure that I stopped halfway through and fixed it, so I don't know how that's gonna work, but either way, I hope it's not too big of a problem. But I think that it's been fixed, so if you want to keep watching but you don't want to watch the episodes like this, then you can skip to 16, where there shouldn't be any more mic problems. And like the latter part of 15 won't have mic problems. I'm not sure if any of the other ones do, but you know, then you would be sacrificing some of the story elements. So I don't know. Watch the video how you want, if you want. Hopefully you do want to. But yeah, so that's the end of it. I'm gonna save here in a second. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave a like and leave a comment. Let me know what you think. And follow me on Twitch. Put the link in the description. Yeah, that's about it for me. Thank you for watching.